I'm gonna wash this teapot. What's up? He's talking to me. Hey, Taco. What's up? He also makes weird little noises. He sounds like, to me, he sounds like in Super Mario World when Mario does a spinning jump. I feel like that's the noise Taco makes. I feel like I should buy a new washer. I'm gonna buy this thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna buy that. And that. And this. And this. Now we're fucking cooking. It's new nozzle time. That didn't do a damn thing. Look at that. Look at that thing go. And I could put. I thought I got 2 different attachments for this just now, didn't I? Hold up. Well, now I could sell this. I can't sell that. Don't mind me. No, I only bought one of them. Hold up. I'll get both. Bofa. So, fuck, what was I saying? I lost myself. This one, it feels smoother than the first game for sure. Let me do this with this one. This felt better. Let this thing go. I have fully lost my train of thought. Fully lost it. This gnome. Can I put it in my van? I'll put it on my van. Yeah, we'll do a little washing to start the day. Have a little wash. I yearn to do brickwork. Is that crazy? I don't think I'm capable of it, but I would love to like rip up my yard and put bricks down. I yearn to have pavers and bricks. Fuck it, why not? Truly. Other than cost, I guess. Although I have heard that if you want to do like DIY paver work, like if you fuck up, it's not like you wasted a bunch of money because you could just like try again, you know? Like if you fuck up, you haven't like ruined anything. You just have to like do it again. And that sounds nice. I do have, I'll have to, I like, so my backyard just has a concrete slab that my patio's on. And it's like a pretty shitty concrete slab. Like it's very cracked. It's got weeds growing up through parts of it. It does not look good. I would love to get that shit taken out and then I try to put a little patio in. I would love to hire someone to do it, but that shit is expensive. And I think it would be a fun DIY project. But it will also have to wait until after winter. It got cold as hell out of nowhere. Like in the 30s last night. Demo would be fun. I could just like rent a jackhammer and go crazy on that shit, right? I would have to empty the hot tub and like put it somewhere. And I think that thing's really heavy. Maybe when it's empty, it's not that heavy. But the hot tub also has like piping and stuff that I would have to remove. That's where I'm like, I think this is above my head. Satisfying work get over really quickly. Yeah, it is also like absolutely backbreaking work for sure. I do have a book. I want to say Rini got it for me when I was still doing Throne. I did get a book on DIY patios. Oof. 20K, god damn. That's intense. I gotta get someone in here to look at my damn house. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing new wet spots in my living room, which means the roof is now leaking in a different place. At least that's what it looks like to me. I couldn't tell if I was like, have these been here? But I'm not in my living room enough to know. Next time it rains, I'm gonna have to go sit in there and like touch the ceiling and see if my finger goes through it. Cursed fucking house. Cursed ass house. Yeah, I had a nice night last night. I went to a bowling alley and a bar with a couple stream folks, which was nice. And if anyone here was there, you gotta tell me because I don't remember names ever. I'm really bad at remembering names. I've been trying to make a concerted effort to go out a bit more. It was nice. It was nice to be out. I had a little non-alcoholic bevy. And that was kind of it. I didn't eat any food or do much else. It's just nice to exist outside. I love my little non-alcoholic bevies. Shoot the gnome? Got his ass. I'm putting that gnome on my van. Come on. Come on. There we go. We did it. We got him. Oof, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, materials, I guess, are the worst cost. Like, even if I DIY'd pavers, I'd still have to buy a bunch of pavers, which is fucking crazy. I'm not doing nothing right now. I feel like right now is, I'm back in the mindset of, like, I'm just gonna hoard as much money as I can right now. Because things are uncertain, it feels like, at the moment. Things are feeling a little uncertain. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, maybe I should get that roof fixed though. That's true. I gotta make the rounds and call contractors again. I wanna get a contractor in here and just lay everything out. And be like, all right, man, here's the deal. In order of importance. Roof's fucked up. I want these walls taken down. This toilet sucks. These bathrooms are small. Backyard needs work. And just have him be like, it'll cost this much, and then I'll go, thanks for the information, and then not ever call them again. I do own my place. I do feel lucky in that regard. I really got lucky just timing-wise with this place. I think that's why it balanced out with what a cursed experience it was. like moving here was like probably the worst like couple months of my life by far. But that was the cosmic balance from me getting a cheap house during COVID. That was the Lord balancing things out. And saying, hey, motherfucker, you got it too good. I need to take your ass down a peg. PowerWash 2, clean on that thing. Yes, yes. Good morning, Charlotte. Hello, hello. I was whisked away to sleep last night when I got home, Charlotte, listening to the lovely sounds of you and Libby talking about Bloodborne. I said Bloodborne, and that's fine. You're allowed to say Bloodborne. But yeah, yeah, it was crazy Tonka truck. It was really nuts. Oh no, I can't be owned this early. It sets the tone for the whole day. Oh god, Bloodborne was so good. I still never played the DLC. I have to do that at some point. I have my PS4 sitting on my desk in my old office, which I have not turned on since I beat Bloodborne, like several years ago. I gotta hit that DLC someday. Yeah, I hear it's great. I hear it is a very good DLC. But yeah, I did get really lucky buying my house. Like I straight up got my house for 250K. Not like upfront or anything. I have a mortgage, but I got it for 250K, and now the cheapest house in my zip code is like $450,000. That shit went crazy mode, which is not a good thing in like the grand scheme of things. But I guess it's a good thing for me. I also have a like a 2% interest rate, but I feel like I'll never get a better interest rate, so I can never leave. I have to stay here forever. Nice. Hey, it's good to invest in a business. Creeping up slowly because of property values. Is that how that works? Fuck, I should look at my mortgage. My taxes, my property taxes have definitely like more than doubled because of the property values. Let's stand on this little stool. This little stool fucking sucks, man. I'm not standing on this little stool. I changed my mind. This way. Yep. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I have to. I think my home insurance is good until like April. I think I renewed in April. Getting my windshield replaced on Monday, which will be nice. I've cracked my windshield for like the fifth or sixth time since moving here. My car is a magnet for rocks on the highway. Fucking, I took it for. I went out last night, and fucking the crack has just grown insanely. There is there is first time tax credit. Yeah, I also got a huge break on my down payment. Like I want to say for being a first time home buyer, I got like a $10,000 grant towards my down payment for the house. Like I only put 10 down, but I technically put down 20. Virginia is a very taxed state though. Like especially like Richmond proper too. Like there's a meals tax in Richmond. If you go to eat anywhere, you have to pay tax on the value of your car every year. Uh, it's the personal property tax. A lot of taxes here. Not as taxed as New York, but like not that far behind it. It was really nice. I will say the only thing I do miss about Florida was not having to pay state tax on my Twitch earnings. I think I pay Virginia more than I pay in my federal every year at this point. Ought to be washing a big teapot. But yeah, my interest rate is crazy here, so I can never sell it. But unfortunately, like whenever I talk to anyone who is either an adult or responsible with money or like straight up people who help me with my finances and stuff. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, you've got like the dream house because you should be a landlord now." And I'm like, "I don't want to do that." And they're like, "Okay, idiot. I guess don't make money." It's like I could be renting this house for 3 times what the mortgage is. It would just make money and I'd have to do nothing. And therein lies the problem. I'd just be leeching money away from someone else like a little parasite. Hey, we talk about everything with the power washing. We're power washing our brains right now. I'll be the leftist landlord. I'm gonna fulfill the prophecy. No, I'm not. I'm playing. The darkness of capitalism. Oh man, it's gonna suck so much when I perish to the state. I ain't looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm gonna go Smeagol mode. Man, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in a minute. I gotta ask my friend. I want to say I'm pretty sure her family is a Lord of the Rings for Thanksgiving style family, but my friend lives from back home. I've been friends with for like 1,000 years. Her family moved like an hour away from me in Virginia. Oh yeah, it's fine. And they invited me for Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely going to go to Thanksgiving at their place. That'll be nice. But I need to ask if there will be Lord of the Rings involved. I've had the itch to rewatch it, but I'll wait till Thanksgiving. Right, bias. I don't. I feel like I've got several friends who Thanksgiving is like, well, it's time to watch all the Lord of the Rings movies. I used to, my friends Reed and Abby would have a Friendsgiving every year when I lived on Long Island, and it would be like potluck style. Everyone just bring something, and Lord of the Rings would just be on the whole time. It was nice. Thanksgiving with a Christmas story, flipping the script on it. My house was very much a we were a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation house for Christmas. That's the movie we watch every Christmas. I think that was on Sharon. Yeah, yeah. We Christmas Vacation was the Christmas staple movie, and also The Ref with Kevin Spacey and Dennis Leary. We would also watch The Ref for Christmas. It was a funny fucking movie. God, I'll fucking never forget being like really upset because can I open this door? Don't even tell me I can open this door. I keep seeing a prompt. It might be that. Maybe I was glancing at that. Yeah, this door don't open. Anyway, why this back door surround? Oh, this is the side too. Okay. I was like, how's it still that dirty? I was never so I only saw Jingle All the Way like in the last couple years. I want to say I watched it with chat when Rabbit was still a website where you could like sync up watching a movie together. I think I watched Jingle All the Way on Rabbit for the first time like a couple years ago. And it was good. I had low expectations. But that's Sinbad. That Sinbad's funny. Rabbit was good. It was a good one. But now we got Discord screen share and stuff. Die Hard. Oh yeah, so crazy memories of being really upset and disappointed because I had a bunch of friends who were going to a live filming of The Daily Show in New York when I was still living there. And they invited me, but I was like combination broke and had like a bad panic attack, and I didn't go. And like when you go to The Daily Show and shows like that, you don't know who the guests are. Like it's just a lottery to see if you get a ticket or not. So I didn't go. And I remember my friends being like, "Oh man, you fucked up. The guest was amazing. It was Kevin Spacey." And I was like, "No, no, I love him." And that's like crazy to think about now. I don't have to feel so bad about missing that one anymore. They said that shit was great. Just in, like not because of him, but like they like Stephen Colbert did some stand up, Jon Stewart did some stand up. They had a random comedian come out and do some stand up. Like it sounded like it seemed like a fun filming to go to. Yeah, my panic attack move. It was my primal fight or flight urges telling me not to go. I wish I took advantage of more of that like New York shit when I lived there, but it was like a different lifetime for me. I was broke, I was anxious. I couldn't really do a ton. I would go see bands, but that was about it. Like I always wanted to go to David Letterman. I always thought that would have been cool. Or like an SNL recording. Never did any of that stuff. I'm like, that's fine, I guess. New York. I feel like New York. Oh, I said that fucking crazy. New York got really so much less cool. I feel like it's like the hipstery thing to say, but like I remember like when I went to Austin, Texas, I remember having the distinct feeling of like, oh, this place was dope probably like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and now it's just gentrified to shit. And that's just what it feels like in New York now. Like Brooklyn used to be sick. Brooklyn fucking sucks now. You can still find good food and shit, but it's like a fraction of how cool it used to be. And yeah, that's how I felt in Austin, Texas. Like it was kind of bad there. I don't know. It was nice to see my friends, but you could tell that all the like I always heard like yeah, like the food in Austin goes crazy. And there was still good food, but most of it had clearly been replaced by like higher scale food. Like the soul of the city was gone. So Brooklyn was just like there were a lot of just like cool hole in the wall style places. Like nothing felt really fancy. Like there was nowhere in Brooklyn except for like as Williamsburg when I was younger. Nowhere in Brooklyn felt like, oh, this is where the rich people are. And now it exclusively feels like that. It's just like, oh, this whole place is just a playground for the wealthy now. And like Brooklyn had like there was no Brooklyn skyline because there weren't really like skyscrapers in Brooklyn, and now there's a fucking ton of them. And the cool music venues all shut down because they got priced out or noise complained out. And a lot of the cool food places got closed because they couldn't afford the rent anymore. So much of the city got replaced with like high-rise condos. That's happening in Richmond right now, which sucks. That's where I live. Where like it's crazy to me in the 5 years I've lived in Richmond, for anyone who knows the area, or even if you don't, there's a part of Richmond called Scott's Addition, which when I moved here was like purely industrial. And then some businesses, my friend tattoos me in Scott's, and I get my hair cut in Scott's. And now they're just slamming these fucking high-rise apartment buildings everywhere. All over it. So now it's very congested and there's nowhere to park ever. And you get fucking annoying ass to sound. I hate to sound like a real curmudgeon. Is that how you say it? I hate to sound like a real cum dungeon. But just a lot of fucking like properly dressed fucking yuppies. I don't want to be around them. They ain't my people. $10 watch streak. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my stream. But yeah, fucking. It just stinks to see. Richmond's a weird place too, in that there's like, I don't know what it is about it. Like, I don't know what the actual law is or what causes this, but I know there is something in the code or law or whatever here, where there's just like there's just no parking places. There's nowhere to park, but there are also a lot of just like big empty private parking lots. So much of the city is just parking lots, but you can't use them. But even then, that's just like ugly. I think you can't have like there's no parking garages. It's just lots. I'm going to blow my nose. Imagine this game had fall damage. That would be crazy. Yo, what's up, Bob? Yeah, fucking like the free bus is cool, but that's like that's the extent of it, that there is a free bus. It really can't take you very far. Like if I wanted to take the bus from somewhere, if I wanted to take the bus from where I live, I would have to like dodge being hit by a car for like 45 minutes of walking before I got to a bus stop. And even then, I don't think that's the free line. And yeah, it just takes a while. The highway cutting the city in half is fucked up. Because that's one of those like, oh, you were trying to keep a part of the city apart from the other part of the city, huh? That said, I still think it's like, I don't know. I hate seeing that it's changing so rapidly here. But it's still probably cooler than like any other city I ever liked has already been kind of like fucked up. It feels like. Like I loved New York. It's where I grew up, but it kind of sucks there now. And it's like way too priced out. I haven't been to Philly in a minute. I don't know if Philly still has like its soul. I imagine it still has to an extent. Everyone I know in Philly still really likes Philly. Philly does not? No, don't tell me that. I never liked Boston. I was never a Boston enjoyer. I'm trying to think of other cities I like. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've been to pretty much every like major East Coast city. But that's what I was having, that problem where I was trying to figure out where to move. I was like, fuck. Like, all the places I like are too expensive. And also like rapidly becoming worse. I can't fathom living in a small town. It would fuck me up. Like I just never have. I could see it probably being cool as long as the people in your small town are chill. My biggest nightmare in general has always been like, man, what if I live in like a quiet area, but like me and my neighbor hate each other? And then I just feel like open hostility if I'm home. But I've gotten lucky with nice neighbors anywhere I've been. That's good. I like to think I'm fairly easy to get along with. They aren't quirky, they're racist. Just a little racist quirk. That's how it was in Florida. For anyone who never heard my spiel on it, if you're not familiar with The Villages, Florida, it's a retirement mega city in central Florida. And it is where I lived for 4 years. Because my family moved there. And that shit was crazy. It's described as a Trump stronghold. That's what they call it. a stronghold of Trump voters. But the only interaction I ever had with my neighbor was during COVID. I was outside just like doing some yard work, and she walks up to me and she goes, "You see, they added a COVID testing site up by Wawa?" And I was like, "Yeah, I seen that." And she goes, "It's completely run by blacks." And then she just walked away. I was like, "Cool, thanks, lady. Thanks, I guess." It was that kind of place. Just just sure. She also when she found out I was moving to Virginia, she told my mom, she was like, he's running up, he's escaping back north, huh? Going back up north, and like said it with like stink in her voice. They really, really hate Northerners there. And it's funny because most of the people there are like transplants from the north. Like I remember once when I was visiting, a guy in a golf cart, because it's a golf cart community. Most people drive golf carts there. A guy in a golf cart, like, swerved in front of my mom's car. My mom has like a New York plate still, and he was like, "Go back to New York, bitch!" like, like they really don't like people from up north there. It's a nasty place. That is true. God, it reminds me of when I saw the name of the fucking band. It's gonna piss me off. Kowloon Walled City. I don't think I'm saying Kowloon right. I saw Kowloon Walled City, and as they were starting, the singer was like, "Oh, it's good to be here in Richmond, the birthplace of the Confederacy," and everyone booed. And he was like, "I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you." They're a good band. I enjoy that band. I'd love to clean this little teapot house. I need a fucking power washer. I wanna wash some grime off some shit. I want that to be my life. I'm gonna do a PowerWash Sim IRL stream one of these days, and I'm gonna chest mount my GoPro. I'm gonna blast some fucking holes in my siding with a power washer. That's another thing I need done to this house. I need new fucking siding. My siding is like all cracked and fucked up, and some of it's just like straight up coming off. I had a really shitty power washer when I lived in New York, and I do remember, even though it was a shitty power washer, it like wasn't that strong. As soon as I turned it on, I was at my grandma's house, and she had these little like, just these little like stone slates, these little slates that made a walkway to the garage. And I was like, let me try it on one of these slates, and I immediately cracked the slate in half with the power washer, and I was like, damn, this thing's strong. And that's when I saw in the manual, it was like, do not point at any body parts, like risk of like risk of injury and amputation if you pointed at a finger or a toe. I was like, oh fuck. I definitely cut my foot with it once. Yeah, you definitely do get soaked. My fence here at my house is starting to get fairly green. I'm gonna have to wash that shit. Question: if you have a fence on your property, the wall of your fence that's facing your neighbor's property, am I supposed to like go in their yard and clean my fence? Like, am I a bad neighbor? Or is it their, do they take care of their side of my fence? Ask the neighbor? True. I could do that. Well, the neighbor who I share a fence with, I want to say they're renters, and they would just be like, yeah, do whatever. They're nice folks. I'm glad I have nice neighbors. I really do worry that they've seen my Twitch stream. Like, I'm certain they've seen it, and I feel like there's no way they don't judge me intensely from it. How do I know? I got the feeling. I really just have the feeling. Like, they know I'm a streamer. I know that much. And they're younger. And where I feel like they would know and judge me is my neighbor is a youth minister. And I'm pretty sure the day they met me and noticed I was streaming, I was doing Gamer Church. Which I feel like, you know, it's just a funny title, but I could see how you could construe that as like, oh, this guy's mocking the thing that I've like dedicated my life to, huh? And I like, they're nice. I don't want them to think I'm a jerk. They're very sweet people. My other neighbor's cool too. She's the one that heard me doing Horny Gump, which made me not introduce myself to her for like 8 months. Which, if anyone missed that, I was on the NLSS and I busted out my new hot bit, Horny Gump, which was just me going, I couldn't stop coming. And I said it really loud and didn't realize my window was open, and she was right outside my window, and like I heard her sigh. She also roasted my ass when we did finally meet. She was like, "So what's your deal? Like you bought this place, huh?" And she was like, "Where'd your sister go?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I saw you move in with your sister." And I was like, "Nah, that was my ex." What the hell? Just assume like, oh, there ain't no way this guy's dating anybody. She did tell me though. She was like, "Well, I'm glad you bought the house. The people who owned it before you were antisocial, and they didn't want to talk to me." And then she was also like, "And they were fucking Biden voters." And I was like, "Those bastards." Although I think if I had to guess, I think she's just like I think she's just like a hardcore libertarian type, but like an old school one. I you know what, I could learn to get along with anyone. Let's say the thing she told me was she was like, "Hey, do whatever the hell you want as long as it doesn't like infringe on me, and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want, and we'll be good neighbors." And I was like, "Hey, that works for me." She's also nice and texts me when it's garbage night because she noticed that I constantly forget to put the garbage out. And you know, I kind of need that. That's very helpful. I have an alarm on my phone now for that shit. The garbage. But I do also get the text reminders, which is nice. It's only once a week. What fucks me up living here? So like, when I lived in New York, trash pickup was just 3 days a week, and we didn't have trash cans. You just put a bunch of trash on the sidewalk, and they'd come take it. Then when I lived in Florida, it was 2 days a week, and still no trash cans. You just leave a bunch of bags at the end of your driveway. Then when I moved here, like after being here for 2 weeks, like I was like, wait, the garbage just never picks up. Like I've had my pail out front for 2 full weeks and no one's ever taken anything. And I asked my neighbor, I was like, when does the trash pick up? And she was like, well, which company did you hire? I was like, hire? And that's when I learned it's private trash here. You have to hire a private company to come take your trash. I pay like $35 a month for trash removal once a week. It varies per se. Is it like that in the city, Bob? Like in city limits, or is it handled by the city even if they do a ass job of it? Sergeant trash. Nice. That's good. Hello, we're cleaning a little teapot house. Yeah, it's once a week, every other week here for recycling too, and they just never come. Every single time I put the recycling out, I have to call them and be like, "Hey, it was this week, right?" And then they check and they were like, "Yeah, it should have been picked up yesterday." And I'm like, "Yeah, it didn't." And they're like, "All right, leave it out there. We'll send someone today." And then they don't do that, and then I have to call back again, and then they go, "All right, we'll be there on Monday." And then I just leave it out the whole fucking weekend. And then sometimes they'll come take it on Monday. I did learn, so my trash company got bought out by another trash company kind of recently. And my old trash company, it used to be only what you could fit in the pail. Like they wouldn't take anything extra. It's only what fits in the can. And when I was doing a bunch of house cleaning a couple weeks ago, I called up the new company to be like, "Hey, what's y'all's policy on like extra trash?" And they're like, "Oh, you can put up to 6 bags next to the trash can and we'll take it." And I was like, "Yes, fucking upgrade. I could put out way more trash." Any more than that and they charge you extra. Why is this floor not done? Some of these floors just ain't done. Fuck. That's crazy. There we go. Oh, it's probably this. Well, no. Is it this? It's this. There we go. All right, we're getting there, kinda. You know, I'm gonna climb up on this. Fucking fly bastard. I saw no flies today, and now one fly is just hovering around my face. This fly shit's been crazy. I have a new exterminator to call. It was actually someone from NL's chat who was like, "Hey, I'm a technician for a Richmond exterminator. They will definitely take care of you." But it's like, there's like 1 or 2 flies a day now. And I feel like it's not worth me calling them. Yeah, it is mostly subsided. Like I could cook dinner again and stuff. So that's nice. I'm assuming these are just a few like holdover flies that need to just die. At least there's really nowhere for them to be nesting except my crawl space, I guess. That's like the one place I guess they could be nesting. It's the one place that didn't get really thoroughly checked out. But I've replaced my fucking sink pipes. I've replaced the garbage disposal. I had the whole house deep cleaned. I had an inspector go through my attic and like check everything. They didn't find anything, never found any nesting. I've been cleaning the litter robot out like crazy. I empty it out pretty much daily right now. Just to make sure there's no poop for the flies to feast on. No poop feast for the flies. I should probably deep clean it again just in case they're in like the internals of it. But I still pretty much mainly see the flies in or around my sink and like my countertops in the kitchen. Or they fly in here and try to like enter my mouth. And that's really annoying. That shit drives me crazy. They could be seasonal. I mean, I will say when I was looking up the fly problem, a lot of people on Reddit said they sold their houses over this issue. And they waited until winter when they were dormant to sell the house. Like, it just tried to land in my eye. So the exterminator I had come here told me they were not forward flies and they were fungus gnats. But then the other exterminator I spoke to said it's impossible to identify between the two without using a jeweler's loop. So that the guy was like, the guy was just guessing. I still think they're forward flies. The big TLDR on this whole thing, for anyone who missed it, was funny enough. I had a cleaning service come here, and they were specifically a cleaning service for folks with like ADHD or other mental hangups, and they were meant to like help me organize and clean the house a bit, which is something I desperately needed. And it was going great for a while with them, and then they sent someone new. And when they organized my kitchen, they put a bag of potatoes in a cabinet and didn't tell me. And it's a cabinet I never open because there's really nothing in that cabinet. Jump cut 3 months later, there's black ooze coming out of the cabinet and an insane fly infestation. And it's been 3 months now of a fly infestation. I had to stop keeping food in my house. So I was exclusively ordering delivery or getting fast food. So I started to feel like shit. I was eating in my car like 3 times a day because I couldn't eat in my house. I had to empty the fridge, and then I thought the fly infestation was gone. And then I woke up one day to my fridge full of flies and had to throw away all my food again. I still haven't really repurchased food. Like, I've got one onion in a Ziploc bag in my fridge, and then a bunch of like instant heat food. That's when I fell off with eating vegetarian, was when this happened. I was like, well, if I'm sticking to mostly drive-thrus and shit, McDoubles are 2 for $4. I guess I'll eat like 4 McDoubles a day. And I put some weight back on, and that shit bummed me out. Yeah, no, that shit's driven me actually crazy. I got ghosted by like fucking genuinely 10 different exterminators until I finally got a guy here. And the guy went through my house and he was like, yeah, no, your house is good. And I was like, well, there's still a lot of flies though. So like I don't know what to do. And he told me the only thing he could think of was the garbage disposal. So I bought a new garbage disposal about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and had it installed. And a couple of pipes replaced. The only thing I have left to replace in my kitchen is the dishwasher, but I don't see any of them in it. And I deep cleaned it with vinegar a few times now. There is a bathroom that I really don't run the drain often, but I like have been recently. But I don't see the flies in any other rooms than than this room, my office, and the kitchen. Like, they don't go in my bedroom. They don't go in the bathrooms. So that's the thing. These do have a fat back, and they don't really fly that much. They like skitter on surfaces, which is why like people keep going like, oh, you should buy like a fly swatter. And I'm like, well, they don't really fly. They more so just skitter on surfaces really fast. I think they're forward flies because they're definitely constantly trying to fly into my mouth and eyes and stuff. And I don't think fungus gnats do that. I want to say forward flies are like attracted to your like your breath and stuff, and like CO2. They're attracted to CO2. But yeah, it is very mild now, but it's still a thing for sure. Like I just had one trying to fly into my face. But like a few months ago, it was like I was being constantly attacked by them. So it's much better. It just still sucks. Like I'm the day that I finally was like, oh, this is really a bad problem, huh? I was trying to cook dinner, and every time, like I was cooking dinner, and the moment I pulled it out of the oven, like 10 flies just dove into it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put this in the trash now. I also, the weird part of it too is I keep finding dead flies in my fridge, which has no food in it. Like, there is some food in it now, but it's all stuff that's in packages or tightly sealed Ziploc bags. And like, I've washed the entire fridge with bleach. But I'll wake up some mornings, it hasn't really been so much lately, but I would wake up and there'd be like, so when I took the vegetable drawer out, there was like 500 dead flies under it. And a little vent. And I still think they're like nesting inside of the fridge, like in the guts of it. And I took the fridge apart as much as I could, and I stuck a vacuum around in there, and like I checked the drip tray and shit, but it was completely dry, and I didn't see anything on the inside. So like, and when I Google this shit, like flies nesting in fridge, every result I find is someone who has the same fridge as me. I guess I could. My thing is I'm still keeping things in the fridge and the freezer. They're just tightly packaged stuff, or like stuff in jars now. So I would need like I would need a place to put all that stuff in the meantime. Oh, definitely not. Yeah. And like I will say, my fridge does have a stupid design in that when you want to fill water, the water dispenser's on the inside of the fridge. So I do hold the door open to fill my water. But like I don't see them fly in. And then I would wake up some mornings with like 20 dead flies on a shelf and be like, "Well, that wasn't there yesterday." And I don't think 20 flies flew in while I was filling my water bottle. I don't think it's the water line either, because like the water seems fine. I imagine it would taste fucked up or look fucked up if there were like flies in the water line. And but yeah, I've inspected. Ow, taco. That's not taco. It's boba. Why you scratch me in the leg? Wow, look at this guy. Hello. We're gonna have a quick boba break. No, he's not laying down. He just wanted to come poke me. And away he goes. Oh, what's up, Taff? I've been in hell, Taffy. Living in hell. But it does still seem like it's nothing like, I mean, it's been persistent for like 3 months, pretty much, the fly thing. It's not so bad right now, but I still feel like there should be just none left at this point. Like I don't see where they could still be coming from. Like I replaced all the piping in my kitchen and the garbage disposal. And when I'm not using the sink, I have caps over both sink drains. Yeah, I'm hoping that does help. If they return next year, I'll just go crazy. No, I figure if they return like when the warm weather comes back, I do have the contact info of an exterminator who won't ghost me. And I'll have them come in and do a deeper inspection. I should probably still just be proactive and call them and explain what happened and be like, if you think it's worth coming out, I'd have you come out and take a look. I will say my house has never been cleaner. That's the upside to all this. I've cleaned everything like with bleach so many times now that my house is kind of fucking spotless. That's like a nice part of it, I guess. Thank you, Taffy. I appreciate that. I burned down my house for insurance fraud, and then I find out like, oh, you let your insurance lapse. That's what would be the next thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole saga with the house shit right now. Yeah, I need to get someone in here. I think the roof's leaking again, which is sucks. I got a new roof 2 years ago. God, I still think it's so funny. Fucking during the subathon, I was working out in the shed and I was doing overhead press, but my stream preview really looked like I had hung myself in the shed. Like it was just like my arm up in the air and my neck kind of like to the side. It was the craziest thumbnail. How's this roof ridge? Oh, it's probably the underside of that. It was insane. Yeah, that's a good point. That would be funny to hype up a live death on Twitch. Like, folks, I'm gonna do the first. Well, it wouldn't even be the first, I think. That's the sad part. I don't think it would be the first. God, that live birth on Twitch was really. I've never seen Black Mirror, but I'm told it was very Black Mirror feeling. And for the few seconds I tuned into it, it was very funny to see chat either spamming W baby or L baby. And I can't imagine like becoming an adult and seeing the VOD of your birth where people are typing L baby, L baby. Insane. What did you just hear? There was a live birth on Twitch recently. And not like an oops, like my water broke and now I'm giving birth, like a planned live birth on Twitch. I've been very disillusioned by streaming lately. And I feel like I've said many times recently, anytime I talk shit about streaming, I feel bad because I don't want the people watching me to be like, damn, Justin hates this shit. I will maintain I love what I do. And we've achieved what we've achieved here on my channel, not thanks to Twitch, but in spite of it. Streaming fucking sucks. Streaming culture sucks. Content culture sucks. I fucking hate it all so much. Yeah, to have fucking A. Yeah, like my IRL backpack is super retired and I will never bring that thing back. If there's one thing I learned from reading about TwitchCon this year, it's that everyone hates IRL streamers, and I think rightfully so. It is nice to be chilling here. I figure if Twitch ever goes under, I will probably try to just do YouTube, I guess. But ultimately, I would love to do like what Giant Bomb was doing for a bit, and just have my own little private website where my stream goes. It probably wouldn't go great, but I would certainly try. Like, I don't need to be tied to a website to do this, you know? Yeah, fucking TwitchCon really seemed bad this year. I know some extremely nice people who have been getting like sustained harassment because they were in the background of some shitlords IRL streams. And it makes me want to do illegal things. That's not good. I could call it Justin TV. Now we're cooking. Genuinely, yeah, I agree, Shion. It's you should you should absolutely need like consent from every person who might appear on your shit. And in most states, that's not the case. There are some states that are like two-party consent states. You can't film someone without their approval. But I don't think that's many of them. And I think it's also like never enforced also. You know. Yes, 100%. Like shit, there's like I feel like there's a fair amount of stories that come out from Japan where like IRL streamers are just getting like punched in the face. And like they're not even always doing something wrong. It's just people hate them. They hate them out there. Because it's mostly tourists acting like idiots. And it's kind of like nice to see people being like, yeah, I'm not putting up for this shit. If someone stuck a camera in my face, I am pretty sure that I would be like going to jail that evening. God, there was that, I don't even remember the guy's name. There was just some shitlord who was streaming out in Korea and then Japan. And people had a coordinated effort to find him and kick his ass constantly. And people were immediately offering to pay their bail. like people were buying them dinners and shit after they'd get caught. It's crazy. I really did get joy out of watching a compilation of that guy getting his ass kicked. That was kind of nice. I'm really shocked it hasn't happened yet, Paul. Like genuinely, I think there's been so much bullshit. Well, fucking, there was also, it's grim as fuck, so I don't want to stick on this one for too long, but like, there was that guy who essentially got tortured to death on stream, on Kick. And, but then the family came out and were like, no, he wanted to be on the stream. It was an unfortunate accident, but it's because Drake paid them like millions of dollars to not do anything. Disgusting. Because Drake is a shareholder in Kick. And like they paid for the funeral and stuff and paid the family off. Kick is fucked. I got a Kick messaged me on Instagram saying, HC Justin on Kick when? And I replied, I would rather kill myself. And then they did not respond. They did not reply. I don't see it so much anymore now because I think most people have caught on to like, yeah, I probably shouldn't stream on like the home of fucking like racism and harassment owned by crypto casinos. But for a while there, I was seeing good people on Kick and it was really driving me fucking crazy. And they were doing it with the there was more than a few times I heard someone go like, well, if there's no good voices there, like we should be there to make it better. It's like, you naive fuck, you naive dumbass. But I don't feel like I see that so much anymore. But I also am not on like Twitter and like I try not to read LSF, so I might just not be seeing it anymore. Yeah, fucking, it's insane. I was watching Kick's sociopaths and children, and both are terrible. And bots, honestly, that's the biggest part of it. Yeah, God, view botting is fucked. View botting is nothing disheartens me more as a streamer than learning that like every single streamer who streams over a certain amount of viewers is fucking view botting. Except for Northern Lion. Motherfucker's legit, unless someone in chat decides to view bot him, because you really have no control over that. But I know his ass is legit. But it does seem that pretty much every streamer who streams to 1,000 or more people is view botting. Because they'll get more sponsor money. And where that is just like annoying to me is like I recently did some sponsor time and they paid me like half what I usually charge, and it's because my numbers have gone down a bit. And it sucks to know like, oh, if I just invested a little bit of money in a view bot, I could charge triple on my sponsorships. But it's like, I don't want to enter that world and like support that shit, you know? That's fair. I don't know Coke Carnage well because the only interaction we ever had, I got banned from his chat. But it's because he thought I was cheating in Rust back when he had a Rust server. And before I was a Twitch partner. I am still banned there though, I believe. And it wasn't even really him, it was just his mods. What was funny was, like I got banned for cheating, and I was like, I'm not cheating. I was like, you could see on my stream that I'm not cheating. And then they were like, well, your ban's gonna remain for advertising your stream. I was like, fuck you, dorks. Dork is a fun one. I was playing Deadlock last night, And someone was complaining about something, and I just typed really quickly in the all chat, "Shut up, dork," and then everyone laughed at him. It felt really good. Oh fuck, Taffy's gonna expose me. I did see that show. I did see that. I feel like there's no problem with other content on Twitch. It's just purely the people who go shove cameras in people's faces. That's the one thing that gets me. Like I always, like every time I'm talking about this stuff, and I don't think anyone here has done it, but I'm also not doing the best job reading chat while I clean my little teapot. But like, you know, when I talk about like, yeah, the fucking IRL streaming shit sucks, you'll get a lot of people who are like, yeah, I know, they've got all those whores and hot tubs. And I'm like, nah, we're talking about different stuff, bro. I'm talking about something way different. Like, I don't want you to think I'm on your side at all. Different gripes. God. Yeah, I would get those occasionally for sure. I got no problem with that shit. Because, like, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, well, it's not hurting anyone. And so I just don't consume it. But, like, people harassing people on the street is definitely harming people. Definitely harming people. Yeah, TwitchCon seemed nasty this year. Fucking, I don't think he would mind me saying it, but I caught up with Noah today, Taffy. And I was like, oh man, how was TwitchCon? And he was like, fucking awesome if you're a lawyer. And I thought that was really funny. Oh man. What's up, Aranator? Doing well, doing well. Cleaning my little teapot. Just go in teapot mode out here. Where's my little lift? I want my, oh fuck. I didn't even see these. Let's do these real quick. These dirty ass tables. Yeah, TwitchCon EU is supposed to be still pretty damn chill. Like, EU's got stricter laws on filming and stuff, I'm pretty sure. And it's not as busy. And you don't get the, like, honestly, I think the biggest reason TwitchCon gets fucked up nowadays is you get a lot of people who ain't Twitch streamers trying to go and get the best React content they can get. Like most of the drama that came out of TwitchCon was kick streamers, you know? Or shitty Twitch streamers who shouldn't be on Twitch. Like, one of the more egregious things I saw, which I don't want to go into detail because it involved people who I know and who are extremely sweet and are getting like a lot of harassment over it, and they just kind of want it to die down. I think it's okay to talk about without naming names though, and it's not like I'm not clip farming for LSF or anything, but like that guy's like a known piece of shit, and I believe was on Kick, and I believe may have gotten banned from Kick. And Twitch gave them like a huge deal to get them here, which is insane. Like they shouldn't have fucking had that kind of treatment. They should be fucking shunned. Yeah, had a fucking panel. Insane. Absolutely insane. God. Yeah, really, like, if you get reprimanded on Kick, you've done something heinously fucked up, because they let a lot of shit slide on there. God, it's been really fun. Not really funny, it's pretty fucking grim, but, the Hawk Tour girl's been streaming. Old Haley Welsh. What's up, Mr. Twitch? Thank you for the 10 streams. Haley Welsh has been streaming, and she's been multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And like her Twitch chat was entirely folks from the Goo Crew. Like, I don't know if Charlotte's still here, but the fact that Charlotte and the Go Off Kings have founder badges in the Hawk Tour Girls Twitch stream is maybe the funniest thing I've seen. So fucking funny. But she has on camera or on screen chat. It is a big urge, right? Power washing just like I need to power wash my damn house. So she had an on-screen chat, and it combined all three chats. The YouTube chat was just dead, no one was talking. The Twitch chat was all like Go Off King and Goo Crew chatters, like cracking jokes, but like not malicious, you know, like no one was being nasty or anything, just like fucking slow puke asking like, what do you want to be for Halloween? And stuff like that. But then the on-screen kick chat was people who were like, I'm gonna find you and kill you with a fucking knife, bitch, and stuff like that. Like really nasty stuff. And it's like, man, if that's not the perfect encapsulation of what kick is like, I don't know what is. And then you'd get the odd person coming in the Twitch chat sometimes being like, you shouldn't stream on Twitch. This website sucks. You should only stream on Kick. And it's like, bro, do you see the chat? But Kick's got a lot of weird shills. Man, one thing I didn't notice until I was watching like Luke go through his lovely algorithm on Instagram are how many children advertise gambling websites on Instagram Reels. That shit is grim. That shit is fucking crazy grim. Like, an insane amount. And I remember when I saw that, I was like, oh, I gotta search the company's name. And lo and behold, I had like 12 emails from them that were like, hey, we'd like you to promote our casino. And we'll give you like $5,000 in crypto. And I'm like, oh, that's the deal you're giving the children too, huh? Like, I love watching Luke's Insta stream. That shit. A lot of it is kind of soul-rending, but a lot of it is really funny too. I know he tries not to watch the children advertising gambling, but they always sneak up on you. It'll seem like a normal reel, and then it'll end with like go to like fucking cryptobets.com with this code. It's like, oh my god. Luke got a nice little write-up about Fortnite Talk Show. I don't know if y'all saw that. That was a good article, though. It was like an interview with Luke about Fortnite Talk Show. Also, I implore folks, fucking, if you don't know about Everything Now show, it's an improv show on Twitch. I've been on it twice, so you can watch my episodes. You can watch my shit. But their episode last week with, like, JF as the host, and, like, Ricky was there, like, a bunch of the Goo Crew was there, was insanely funny. And they also did a live show at TwitchCon, and they managed to achieve the impossible, which is make a show at TwitchCon actually funny. An insane feat. They're the first to ever do it. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, no, ENS is fantastic. That's like I've been talking to Ricky about how after the holidays, I want to get out to LA and coordinate with him. And to go hang out with people, but I also want to do ENS in person. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I want to do that so badly. Yeah, love those ENS boys. It turns out everyone is just like, everyone's just 4 feet tall. That's good stuff. I've been trying to catch up on all my podcasts lately. That's still, I feel like that's how I know I'm, like, I'm just set in my ways. Like, I feel like every podcast I listen to also has video, but I just listen. I'm a listener. But pretty much all my downtime, if I'm not in a call with anyone, I usually just have a podcast on. And I'm finally catching up to all of them. I'm like, I'm caught up on YKS now. I'm caught up on Podcast About List. I'm working on What's All This Then right now. I think I've got like 4 episodes behind, maybe 5. I got to catch up on Stores. I got to make a damn podcast. We talked about this yesterday. I got to think of a theme. I really want to have a podcast. I just don't know what to offer, and I don't want to like fully half-ass it. And part of my inspiration, other than I think it would be fun, is that I have a grandfathered Patreon account that I'm doing nothing with. It's like a 95-5 split, and I'm just sitting there wasting that. Fly cleanup podcast. I could do something music related, maybe. That's fair, Dirt My Herb. So I listen to a lot of them at night, and then I'll fall asleep, and then I have to wake up and like backtrack to figure out where I left off. Twitch replaced podcast completely for you? No, that's super fair. I do watch a fair amount of Twitch now. Where I feel like everyone I watch is like friends though, and it's usually in the evening. Like I'll watch Go Off Kings or Luke or Ricky or whoever's live at night. But then as soon as I walk away from my computer, because I'm not really a Twitch on my phone guy, I pretty much exclusively watch Twitch if I'm sitting here at the computer. Yeah. Non-sexual ASMR. Taff, you should. I don't know if you've ever done it, but for a while there, I was going to sleep to singing bowls. If you search for singing bowls on YouTube, that's really nice to go to sleep to. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to focus on the sleeping. Cloakcast. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like I've talked to some friends about the podcast thing, and I've had a few of them say like, oh, you should like talk to musicians about like, just stuff about being in a band and touring and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, I like the idea, but like, I would run out of people to talk to real quick, I think. And it also doesn't have to be super focused. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel what's funny is like whenever I look at reviews of podcasts I like, which I don't do often, but I did recently because I had heard there was an unhinged review on a podcast I like that I had to go look at. So many of the reviews will be like, I don't like this podcast because they just talk and don't really stay on topic. And I'm like, man, that's why I love podcasts. Give me 2 hours of just a couple people riffing. I love that. A Patreon to slamming bad streamers. I would love to do a show about the bad streamers, but it's way too easy to find my address. I can't do that. Oh, Taffy, I heard. So technically, if so, like you can't just blast someone for like being on your property. There has to be at least a perception of serious bodily harm. I do believe if someone like kicks your door down, you could do it. But it's not like Florida where it's like, oh, someone's standing in my driveway and bam, 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 bam. Like, you can't do that here. Virginia's an interesting one with its self-defense laws. But I do feel like it makes the most sense out of any other place I've checked. Which is you have duty to retreat. If you're able to retreat, you can't use force. But technically being in your house is you've retreated as far as you can go. Sorry, I know way too much about this. I've had a lot of conversations with my trainer about this kind of thing. Not yet though. Oh yeah, absolutely. I took a class on like not a long class, but I did take a class on uh like self-defense laws. It was very disheartening being told by an instructor well, by being in this class, you are more responsible than 99.9% of gun owners because most of them don't bother learning this stuff. I am a magnet for unfortunate events. It is kind of fucking crazy. It is kind of insane. Like, I anytime I start like rambling off stories to people, they're like, "What is wrong with your life?" I'm like, "I don't know. I really don't. I got a fucking curse put on my ass. I must have been evil in a past life or something." Yeah, yeah, past life Justin must have been a real prick. That's wild. Yeah, that was a real piece of shit. Oh, get these windows. I love my little lift. Okay. Washer radial menu. Hold one. Whoa. Nice. That may have happened. God, I can't like see the word conceived or think about the concept of conception without immediately thinking about the riff of like having a time machine and going back in time to your conception and shoving your mother out of the way and sucking off your dad and then slowly fading away in front of his eyes. I've been thinking about that shit for years. I'm on my wrong power washer. I think I explained it perfectly. What's there to not get? That's my concept. Okay, okay. Who gestated this thought and when? Me while playing Rocket League when they added the Back to the Future update. And I think my Rocket League username was like time traveled to suck myself off into suicide or something like that. I can't remember how I phrased it. I know I phrased it within the length of a Steam username. Which wall base? Oh, it's over here. It's this wall base. Where are you fucked up? Uh-huh. gosh, you fucking bricks. What is this? It doesn't continue over here, right? No, it's a different wall base. Where are you still dirty? There we go. Look at that. Time travel, dad sucks, suicide. That does seem right. Oh, thank you. I have gems every now and again. Beautiful. A shooting gallery? That's like a... I'm teaching them a valuable lesson. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Damn, this thing is fucked up. There's like Bigfoot or something up there. Yeah, that thought has been living in my head for like, it's got to be close to 10 years now. That's the thing. I got to think of like new funny stuff. I can't just keep thinking about the sucking off time traveler. Write a movie. The Sucking Off Time Traveler by Justin. Another thing that gets stuck in my head often is sucked off by a nice guy. And like that's where it ends. That's all it is. Sucked off by a nice guy. I forget about the Terminator 2 in my head thing sometimes, but it is a classic. That's true, that's true. Come on, yeah. A lot. The sucking off these silly dudes. That was the sucking off silly dudes was certainly me. Exactly, Pigeon Toast. That's why it's so beautiful. Hold on, I gotta. That was NL. That one was definitely NL. I like to think I infected NL with singing gay little songs in his head. I'd like to think I'd like to take credit for that. Yep. I gave him terminal woke. Ah, David Bowie. David Bowie definitely had some good music, but man, do I love making people uncomfortable about David Bowie. Like, I think we were playing Peak, and I want to say maybe DBJ was talking about David Bowie. And I was like, oh man, I really liked that like record where he's like a Nazi. And DBJ was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He did have a weird phase, that David Bowie. He's looking and dressing a little weird. I do remember that shit. Oh man. I think it's very funny that fucking Nirvana covering Man Who Sold the World when I was like a teenager. When I was like, damn, maybe David Bowie's not so bad. I think it was like the first time I was open to liking something made before 1996. Generator still nasty. Where are you still nasty? Aha. I never look at the little pop-ups that happen in the corner in this game, because my eyes are really focused on the center of the screen. I finally did find some older music I do like. I feel like I have a hard time talking about music. Like I could like yap about music by myself. Skeleton Milk. Happy 54 months. Thank you. But like I was saying, I wanted to go on Howl's karaoke stream the other day. But like I couldn't think of it. Like I have a insane anxiety aversion against singing in front of anybody. But aside from that, I just feel like a grump when I talk about music. Like I think it annoys people. Like I enjoy being like a silly little guy who finds a reason to hate everything sometimes, but I feel like it's annoying for other people. I get too self-conscious about hating shit. I could do it by myself all the time though. I love doing that. Some shit's just real goofy. I still can't get over a fucking Vampire Weekend song. My God. This is the worst fucking song I ever heard in my life. It's gonna live in my head until the day I die. Like, I'm still mad about it. I heard it like 4 years ago in a restaurant, and I'm still pissed off. What song? Harmony Hall. I was so mad at the song I was hearing that I installed fucking Shazam to find out what I hated so much. And I liked Vampire Weekend. I thought Contra was a good record. I thought the record before that with the song A-Punk was a good record. But I didn't keep up with Vampire Weekend. And like something about the chorus of Harmony Hall activated me like the fucking Manchurian Candidate. And I wanted to just go crazy. It was so bad. And I brought this up on stream recently, and fucking Ricky and Maddie were both like, dude, that's like the best song. I was like, don't say that. Please, please don't say that. I like you guys. I'm very glad Maddie's in the Goo crew. I like Maddie a lot. Maddie's a nice and funny fella. Oh, I hate that song with my whole body. And it's like it was the corniest shit I ever heard in my life. I can't believe it's the same band that made like Cousins. Cousins was a fucking cool song. It had a cool little guitar riff in it. It was an odd song. Like it was. I was surprised when Cousins became like one of the hits off that record because it's a weird song and it's like vaguely annoying, but like it's really good. Yeah, sorry. I was never much of a pop punk guy though.
Yeah, brother.
Hey, AJG. Happy 28 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My problem with pop punk is I discovered Dillinger 4 too early. And I was like, oh, it's just the perfect pop punk band. Yeah. I think it's just fun to like. If people say the music I listen to sucks, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. But people get real mad at me when I say some of the music they like sucks. And like, I'm not saying it to them. I'm just like, I'm just riffing. Like shit, my intro playlist for stream today was 8 songs in 10 minutes, and they were all probably dumb as hell. Nah, I think they're actually really poignant. Power washes are chill. I still can't get over. I mentioned this during the fucking start of the stream, but my buddy Pete was showing me a record, and it's got just the craziest album art I've ever seen. Just really, really straightforward album art that is not safe for stream, so I can't show it to you. I play. I'm not like great at either of them. I think I'm good at playing fast, but I do play guitar and bass. I've got mostly a bunch of beater guitars. I do have a Telecaster, which is like the one nice guitar I have. But my main guitar for years was just an Epiphone Les Paul with Seymour Duncan pickups in it. I haven't played guitar on stream in a while. My problem is I'm not like a good improvisational guitarist. Like I could play along the songs I wrote, and like that's kind of it. I've figured songs out on stream before, like listen to a song a bunch of times and just try to play it. Oh yeah, tell you what it is? Absolutely. If you want to really see a fucked up album cover, and it's a good record too, in my opinion. The band C4, and the name of the record is Payback's a Bitch. Seeing that album come up when I looked that band up to listen to it, I went, oh my god. They are going for it. C4 does fucking rule. That's a good record. It's powerful album art, I'll tell you. If anyone doesn't want to look it up, it's just a guy, a fully nude man who looks like he's screaming with a real hard dick and balls out, standing on a pile of corpses. They really went for it. That record just came out, I want to say. It's a new record. I'm a tastemaker. Hot new music from HC Justice. It is really something. Yeah, dude does look like an alpha zombie from 28 years later. Yeah, there's a big censored bar over the dick on Spotify. But someone mentioned No Love Deep Web. I think that's got to be one of my favorite Death Grips records. I kind of fell off with Death Grips, but I'm definitely a Death Grips enjoyer. Money Store is kind of like the best record objectively, but I think I like the songs on No Love Deep Web more, just because they're like more aggressive, I guess. God, they're one of those bands where like I really like Death Grips, and I'm glad I got to see them when they were still doing like good performances and tours and shit. But man, that was the most obnoxious crowd I've ever had to stand in my life. Fucking one of the best shows I saw was it was Death Grips playing at the Brooklyn Masonic Temple. And I remember thinking, I was like, man, I wonder who the openers for Death Grips would even be. There were no openers, and they played for nearly 3 fucking hours. It was insane. It was the most tired I've ever been watching a band play. I think they played genuinely every song in their catalog up until I think like the Powers That Be had just come out. They also played like a bunch of the Runway songs and stuff. Like that was a crazy performance. And then I saw them again like a year later at Terminal 5. And the sound in that venue fucking stinks. It's just like the worst sounding room in New York City. And it was also like a way more obnoxious crowd. And they didn't play nearly as long either. The 9:30 Club? Nice. Right, Rosé. I've been in some obnoxious ass audiences for certain bands. Oh, I'm trying to think of some of the best performances I've seen. One of my favorite brags on a performance I got to see was being at the being at the recording for Mogwai's live record and like live DVD. They filmed it over 3 days in Brooklyn, and I was at one of those days, and that was one of the loudest shows I ever went to in my life. I haven't kept up with Mogwai, but I was on like a real rigid schedule with Mogwai, where they would put out a record and then come tour America, and I would go see their tour for the new record and listen to the new songs. And then when I moved from New York, I haven't seen Mogwai since I moved, and I don't think I've heard a new Mogwai record since I've moved either. Yeah, I saw they were doing a lot of soundtrack stuff, and that is cool. I imagine as musicians, it's got to be nice to just like score a soundtrack for like a film. One of the best shows I ever saw was Explosions in the Sky playing a free show in Central Park, and then it there was like a sun shower during their set, and I was like, damn, this is real magical. The explosions in the sky and the rain outside was real nice. What else? What are some other really? I heard the Nine Inch Nails shows they've been doing have been fucking great lately, and I was never a big Nine Inch Nails guy. Haven't they been doing sets with another band? Like it's like a dual band thing. I heard that shit is phenomenal. I don't know. I was never a big Nine Inch Nails guy, so I'm not up on my Trent Reznor lore. Boys Noise, that's the one. Yeah, I heard that shit is like a crazy good performance. I'm not familiar with Boys Noise, but that's a good name. Well, I was trying to think of other standout performances I've gotten to see. What are some other standout performances? Yeah, I always heard they had pretty crazy shows. I regret not getting to go see. I regret I never got to see ISIS. I remember the only chance I would have had to see ISIS from the time I got into them. They were opening for Tool, and I was never a big Tool guy, and the tickets were expensive, so I didn't go. ISIS, the band, before they did that other stuff, they made good music. Nah, it's different people. It's different people. I did have an ISIS hoodie that I did have to retire. I don't think you could wear a black hooded sweatshirt that says ISIS on it these days. But the band existed before the group. It's funny to call them a group. It reminds me of the "Whitest Kids You Know" sketch of Osama bin Laden doing a game show, and every person on the game show was like mad at him, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry for all those things I did," and then just like gets into the question for the game show. R.I.P. Trevor Moore. He did a good Osama on "Whitest Kids You Know." Cash quiz is an all timer. I still can't get over how good fucking Weapons and Barbarian were, and that it's dude from Whitest Kids You Know who wrote and directed them. Yeah, it was cool. See, I saw both of those movies without having any knowledge ahead of time, and that's how I like to see a movie. That's why I rarely talk about a movie I'm looking forward to seeing because I don't want anyone to spoil it. Like I love going into a movie like not even knowing what genre it is. You know, I want to know as little as possible when I see a movie. Yeah, that's a great fucking movie. A really good movie. I wonder if there's any horror movies I could watch on Twitch and not get in trouble. It'd have to be something old as hell, probably. There's definitely some modern horror I haven't seen that people held in pretty high regard. Like I never saw, I think it was Long Legs. That's another one I don't know anything about it, but I feel like people were really hyping it up. Night of the Living Dead's in public domain. Be a fun one. Long Legs sucks. Just had a good marketing campaign. Fuck. I won't waste my damn time. I have to get back on my movie wagon, which is what I'm calling it, I guess. I've been watching a lot of movies this year, but I think I overdosed on good movies. Like every movie I watched was like a fucking 4 or 5 star movie. Like it left me with too much to think about. I have not seen one battle after another. I was gonna try to get to the theater to see it, and I just never did. I don't know if it's still showing anywhere around here, but I could watch it at home too. I don't have to. I'm not a big theater guy. Like I know it's cool to watch certain shit on a big screen, but more often than not, I'm like, man, I wish I was home. You know, I wish I was home just like in the comfort of my house. The Monkey. I don't think I've heard of that. Ads at the theaters. The last movie I saw in a theater, I don't know if Taffy's still here, but I think it was with Taffy. I think Beau Was Afraid is the last movie I seen in a theater. And that was nice because it was just me and Taffy there. There's no one else there. That was a good fucking movie. I'm bummed out with Eddington, Ari Aster's latest one. I didn't think it was like horrible, but I think I just had way different expectations from what it was. And I have to imagine, like, it'd be nice if he went back to making horror movies. I completely respect the idea of wanting to do something different, but like, nah, just make like a horror movie again, man. You did a really good job the first time. Those were so fucking good. Those are great movies. Hereditary and Midsommar. I love the spooky esoteric shit. Like I really like I thought Hereditary was a great horror movie, but I liked Midsommar so much more because it just had a fucked vibe throughout it. I really liked that. But that's why I liked Beau is Afraid too. I feel like Beau is Afraid had a absolutely horrible vibes, and that's the shit I like. Oh, clean these water guns. God, Hereditary was another. I mean, I went into both those movies knowing nothing, also, which is why I think I enjoyed them a lot. Hereditary does a good job of making you think it's going to be one kind of movie, and then it's a different kind of movie. Lars von Trier stuff. No, I never seen those. I'll have to check those out. I don't think I've heard of those. This is like an Among Us bear. No, it's got like a face now. Never mind. It's like a thick Fall Guys character. I liked Kung Pao Enter the Fist when I was younger, and then I rewatched it sometime in the last 5 years, and I was like, man, I don't like this. And I usually do like something dumb. I'm not above a dumb movie. Oh, Dancer in the Dark is on my watch list. I only remember that because you mentioned Bjork. I'm definitely a Bjork enjoyer. I never really sit down and like listen to her music, but I feel like everything Bjork's done, I've been like, yeah, it's cool. Oh, I love that these move around. Yes. Yes. That was my big gripe with this tent. I was like, I wish the tent would move when I hit it with water. Oh, you have no idea how satisfying this is. Can I get them to flip all the way? Oh my God, I can. Okay. Yeah, the dick stunt double. Sorry, sir. Your dick's just unbelievably large. We have to bring in a smaller dick. If we all haven't been there, right, folks? Right? Oh yeah, apparently it's crazy. He straight up, he was in a movie where he had a nude scene, and they brought in a guy with a smaller dick because it made the scene too unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I may have seen Antichrist at some point in my life. God, imagine having the sole IMDb credit of like small dick stuntman. How's that light not cleaned? What's the deal? It's got to be the top of it, I guess. Small dick specialist. Yeah, I'd fancy. I consider myself a bit of a small dick specialist. Like the hair club for men commercials with like, not only am I a spokesperson, I'm also a client. Me at the like a small dick salesman. Fucking far be it for me to like reminisce on Cumtown bits, but that was a really that might have been my favorite Nick Mullen bit, was the tiny dick salesman. What the hell? I gotta meet a small dick specialist. You're gonna like the way your tiny dick looks, I guarantee it. Wow, that's a wild way to put it. These lights are pissing me the hell off. Just on the topic of small dick wizard, uh, I for a while there, every time I would see my buddy John, he would just point at my dick and yell "reducto," and I thought that would be really funny. It'd make me laugh every time. It was like he was casting a little dick spell on me. It's the explode spell. Oh my god. I'm locking in on the power washing a little bit. God, I'm just picturing like meeting someone new, like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, you know, talk about little dicks on a Saturday to like 450 people. That's what I do. That's kind of my thing. That's kind of my whole deal. So yeah, it's Little Dick Saturday. Yo, Tiber guy. Happy 3 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you jealous. God, I'll never forget there was someone I knew who I think I was just cracking little dick jokes on Twitter like a long time ago, like maybe like 2010, 2011. And I remember someone I knew being like, it's a little sad to be like 25 years old and making dick jokes still. And I always want to, like, I wish I could find them and be like, I make a living doing it now, asshole. Little did you know, it was going to pave the way for my future. Oh, there's already a ton of those. Like, I got nothing on Stavros when it comes to little dick humor. God, I forgot she existed. I think I memory hold her existence. Can I do this one? It leaves little spots around. I'm just going to stick with this one. God. Come on now. You don't have to get political. Sorry, I'm trying to like think of things to talk about now. I'm trying to shift gears. Brain went a little empty. I hit the end of my loop. I have to start my loop over again. I hate how much I just always have the urge to talk shit. That's probably not a good trait. Whenever I can't think of anything to talk about, I'm like, I could talk some shit. But it's like such a lose-lose scenario talking shit on Twitch, because like I always say, I'm like, man, it would drive me fucking crazy if I was talking shit about someone and they were able to turn it into content and like make money off of it. Oh, that would drive me fucking crazy. And that's like what those people do, you know? Oh, I would be so miffed if that happened. It's so nice. What's up, Rick? How you doing? So satisfying to clean a dirty tent. Ah, by all means. Nah, I wouldn't have chatters to talk shit about. It's so nice to talk shit about streamers, though. I feel like when you've been doing this as long as I have, you get a long list of people to hate. Oh, hell yeah, Problem Machine. Wishlist Problem Machine's game. I think I didn't really say that right. Wishlist. There you go, Coney guys. That's the ticket. I have like a name and a face, so I can't say too much about too many people. I've already done enough of that I've probably already said more than I should. I do gotta pay the bills. What the hell? Talk shit on Ryan's dumbass. Oh, Ryan's a little dang sweetheart. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Born without a name or a face. Yeah, he's got luscious locks. I don't know. It was in the first one too. You would just get like text messages, and I guess they're trying to put some lore into it, which I'm sure it does it for some people. They probably love it. I just kind of ignore it. I gotta see if I can get the motherfuckers to play Jackbox next week. The new Jackbox came out. It's out now. Oh, nice. We're only at 41%. This is a big ass tent to clean. God damn. Yeah, we played 2 of the new Jackbox games. I'm still really pleasantly surprised that I made a pretty good joke in that Jackbox, and no one really seemed to get mad at me except for like 2 people on YouTube, and they don't count because they're not like real. So that's nice. Hello. Hello. It was that one, yeah. Hey, what's up, Liz? How you doing? Hello. Nice. Have a good washing. It's a really soothing game. Bloke mode for Australia. Have you heard my Australian Beatles cover? I'm really proud of that one. I sing that shit in my head all day long. Which it's the Australian Beatles. It's nar 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 nar. That's good, right? I'm kind of torn on how it ends. Because I feel like instead of Hey Jude, I was saying oi cunt, which I feel like that's pretty Australian. I don't know if they're saying oi that much. But I like to think they are. No, I don't like doing the unlocked camera. I like just like slowly swaying. I'm a big slowly swaying fan. There are some things I lock it for, though. I'm the swaying streamer. Come on. There we go. Oh, this one's already clean. Okay. Sorry, I've gone locked in again. God, I was never a big AC/DC guy, but I like immensely respect becoming a mainstream popular band with a real fucking goofy voice. Like that's a feat right there. That's crazy work. Like I genuinely, I give infinite props for that. Guy's voice is nuts. Yo, what's up, Chris? God, thinking about Hey Jude in my head has reminded me of the old Nickelodeon TV show Hey Dude. Were any Hey Dude heads in the chat? I loved that shit. I can't really tell you much about the show other than there was a guy named Ernest on it. God, it reminds me of when I was a kid, we went to Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, and did a little, they would have like guided tours of the Nickelodeon studios. And you were walking along a catwalk that looked down over some sets. And they had like a stage A and a stage B. And I remember stage A was set up for Double Dare, but everything had like plastic wrap over it, like it clearly hadn't been used in a minute. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But then stage B was the Clarissa Explains It All set. And the dad was on the set reading a script, like just sitting there reading it. And I remember being like, I lost my fucking mind. Like I thought I just saw the biggest celebrity on earth. The dad from Clarissa Explains It All. I went fucking crazy. Yeah, that was a cool tour. It makes me sad to think there is no Nickelodeon Studios anymore. Yeah, I feel like the only, like when people are like, oh God, you never saw like Courage the Cowardly Dog or any of those kind of shows? I'm like, nah, I was such an exclusively Nickelodeon kid. Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart was in the movie God's Not Dead. I think Melissa Joan Hart went down a dark path. I don't need Clarissa explaining shit to me anymore. Clarissa explaining why vaccines are a tool of the devil. Folks, it's everyone's favorite time of the stream. I've been listening to the sounds of running water for nearly 3 hours, and I'm gonna piss crazy style. I'll be right back. I was walking around the house looking for a taco. He's right there. I didn't even notice. Hey, bud. Aw, and Bob is in here. Hey, Bob. I had no idea. I had no clue. I love that you're back in the bowl, taco. That big old leg. Look at that big leg. Hey, buddy. Like I walked into the living room, I went into the bedroom. I was like, where the fuck are these cats? They've been here the whole damn time. She was a Gary Johnson ad. Oh, Melissa. God, I remember like right before I moved out of New York, I stopped at a friend's house, and one of their new roommates had a Ron Paul Revolution bumper sticker, but it was like 2017. And I thought that was just really funny. I was like, man, either this is an old car or this guy's really behind. All right. We're only 50%. Well, we have this too for sure. But I do remember that. Was it even Reddit then, or was it still like Dig? Y'all remember the website Dig? Crazy to think about. A lifetime ago. A damn lifetime ago. And Fark, holy shit. That was one I forgot about. Yep, Kevin Rose. Roz. Was it Roz or Rose? Whatever was that. The Kevin guy who I knew from Tech TV. I was like, oh, he's got a website. It was Rose, okay. God, I still think about. I've mentioned this so many times, but one of my many Daves has a T-shirt that says George Bush is not my friendster. I'm like, man, that is the coolest fucking shirt in 2025. Most people would see that and have no idea what it meant. Tig Nation live in Brooklyn. Fuck. That is crazy. All right, the outside of this tent's looking nice. He's no wow. And after all that shit he talked, I'm gonna give him hell. Yeah, they should call him Soaps now. Oh, I'm gonna get his ass. He said he'd be down to co-op some of this next week. That's when I'll strike. Oh, your state, damn. They're banning the porno, folks. Like, as long as you're sorry. I wish I was doing a NordVPN sponsor right now. That would have been the perfect fucking layup. God, I live to hear that ding noise. Oh, it fills me with hope. Oh, God. It's such a nice ding. They need to add dings to like real life. Like when I finish the dishes, I need someone on standby with a little bell. I should just get a bell, like a bellhop bell, and slam that shit as soon as I finish a chore. I bet that would feel good as hell. That would definitely feel nice. Yep. God, I gotta do some painting. That's like a. I hate that I have like a decent amount of paint and art supplies, and I just haven't really dipped into them in a couple years now. I gotta finish clearing out my guest room. My guest bedroom right now is just storage, but I want to get it cleared out so I could like paint somewhere where I'm not gonna get paint on a cat. I do have some oil paint. I've done very little painting in my life, but there was a minute there where I was like following Bob Ross videos trying to learn, and I feel like I really killed it on one of them, and the other ones were okay. But I've got a bunch of different paints. I've got, I don't know how to say the one that looks like it should be gouache. I know it certainly ain't gouache. Is it just, I don't know. I don't know how you say it. I've got some of those. I've got some oil paints. And I think I have some acrylic. But I've only used the oil paints. Gouache? Gouache. Ah, okay, okay. I've got gouache somewhere. I have to check all my oil paint. I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't go bad. It probably just like separates a bit, maybe. Give it a good shake up. I gotta get some new brushes too. I kept running into the issue, and I think it was just using cheap brushes that, especially if I was like patting the brush to the canvas, so many hairs would just fall out and stick to it. I do have a few hairy paintings. Ignore what Rick said. It's fine. I do have a little like minifig painting kit that someone sent me a while ago. And I have never painted a mini. Listen, I've got a lot of friends now who play Warhammer. And it is, the allure to get into Warhammer is pretty crazy. It seems like every time, and like I hear this from my friends too who play Warhammer. It's you either meet like straight up fascists or like the coolest gay people on earth. Those are the two people who play Warhammer. There's a place I play Magic at where there were two people playing Warhammer. One of them was open carrying a very large pistol. And the other one had the smallest booty shorts I've ever seen on, and it said like hot stuff or something on his ass. And I was like, if that isn't the perfect example of people who play Warhammer, I don't know what is. Resin print minis? That shit rocks, honestly, I think. I think that's awesome. I gotta catch up on chat. I'm doing a bad keeping up on chat job.
Oh, g'day. G'day, mate.
Oh, g'day.
Hey. Hello.
Waro.
Hey,
Happy 75
How are
months.
ya?
So,
Hey, matey.
g'day.
G'day. Happy 75 months. Thank you. Thank you. God, I still laughed at when Demi was in chat some weeks ago and someone resubbed, and I don't think Demi had said anything to stream. She was just like lurking, and she typed in, she was like, God, I just got jump scared by my own accent when that alert played. I thought that was wonderful. All right. We're getting somewhere in here. An Hickson. Demi's fucking hilarious. I will once again implore everyone to watch Demi's YouTube series. Was it So You Want to Win a Penis Pump or Do You Want to Win a Penis Pump? My brain ain't remembering. That shit was absolutely hilarious. It's So You Want to Win a Penis Pump. Yeah. That shit was fantastic. I got to get Sips to watch that. I think that would be so insanely up Sips' alley. Oh, hell yeah. I really like the format for Subjective Jeopardy on ENS. I had a very good time when I did it. Has he not seen that? Kenny versus Spenny? I would have figured Sips would have been a big Kenny versus Spenny head. I think it's Spenny wound up being a real piece of shit. But I don't think I was looking for those guys for their morals, so. God, I love Big Howl too. I don't think there's ever been a Big Howl stream I've seen that I didn't have a very nice time watching. I can't believe this is only 57% done, but I do guess the inside of this is real fucked up. Oh, God. Ricky Peacock is a peacock. Now we're cooking. God, last night we were playing Deadlock. And it hit like close to midnight. I was like, y'all, I have to go to bed. And all of us were leaving. And Ricky just joined the call. And I was like, ah. So I played another game of Deadlock. I had to play. I couldn't just leave Ricky. I couldn't do it. PowerWash Simulator Nuzlocke. Did we win? I think we did, yeah. Yeah, I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. I think Apollo went absolutely sicko mode in that one. Like dropping 30 kills or something ridiculous. Oh. The hell? Was not expecting that. Like get inside of that. There we go. Sea Palace. Yeah, I see Palace. I eat it. Okay. Oh, the target ain't washed though. Probably underneath. Yup. There we go. A free aim believer? What is the free aim button again? It's not alt. It's not shift. It's not control. It's not R. It's C. It just feels so weird to me. I don't know why I feel like I just can't hang with it. I guess you can still move around, huh? No. That's not what it means. I feel like in the first one, maybe you couldn't still move your camera with it. I don't know. Like, I do really like... I don't know why I like all the sliding around so much. Like, it just feels right to me. Which is crazy, because it should be the opposite. Like, doing it like this means you'd be washing like this, which, like, that's not how it goes. Like, I guess that does feel kind of nice. I don't know. I just don't know. That's fair. I do feel like I go pretty slow with my movements, so I hope it's not too nauseating. I see some people play, and I'll lock it, but they're cleaning like this. I'm like, come on, what are you doing? You're breaking my immersion. It's unrealistic. No one can wash that fast. Yeah, the dreaded soap users. Sips is both now, apparently. You think you know a guy. Go. And they really thought of it all with this game. The soapy wiggler. Wow. Does this one just open up? That's what's up. Just opens. Can I go in? I want to. I was really hoping it would let me stick my gun in the portal. PowerWash, going live with PowerWash Simulator. Wow, fuck, never mind. Joke's dead. I'll move on. I'll move on. PowerWash Simulator. Yep, scratch that one. God, I did that last night with something in Deadlock. And Apollo asked me if I was having a stroke. I can't remember what I was saying, but I was saying that shit real incorrectly. Yo, what's up? Hello, hello. What was I trying to say, Chris? I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it was really bad. Yeah, no, that's too horny filled. You can't be thinking that way. Real rocked up. Oh my god, we're all fucking up today. Oh god. Just having a nice wash here. I gotta think what else I'm gonna do today. What my post-washing activities will be. I do kind of want to like just toil around in Armor Reforger and see if I could find a cool game mode to play. But that's one of those things where I'm like, nah, I should research that off stream and then go in with a plan. Minecraft today, I would say no. At least I've heard no things. I don't think it's been played since last week. But also, like, DBJ's away for 2 weeks. And I think the rest of us have just been playing Deadlock in any of our spare time. And, like, everyone was away at TwitchCon. Or it was 2 weeks ago we were on there. Yo. Justin. 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 Happy birthday. Thank you, J Master Blast. Thank you. It is my birthday. Let's have some fun. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my stream in Mario voice. I remember this. I think I cleaned this guy in PowerWash Simulator 1. But he was a big old statue. Does something else happen? Or does he just turn? I think his ass just turns. I wonder if you like... I want to see if something happened if you hit all the targets. Oh, the merman. No, I think it's just the one in here. God, is he all spray painted on? They hate him. This is where soap would work better, but like... I ain't trying to use soap, you know? Call me old-fashioned. Oh man, I just remembered fucking Arc Raiders comes out soon. I think it's on the 30th. I'm gonna go absolutely sick on that game. I'm gonna be playing that shit crazy style. What else are you dirty? Oh, all up in there. Yep, yep. God, I don't... Oh. There we go. Okay. Go through the airplane. It's like a merman. It's a merman ancient statue. Okay. One of the cats just made a beeping noise behind me. Do I still have drink in this drink? No. I already drank all my caffeine for the day. Hey, Boba? Just grumbling inside of the cat bed. Hey, Mr. Extreme PC. Happy 18 months. Oh, my bad. I'll get it. Thank you. Okay. Got all the big targets cleaned. Oh. Oh, my goodness. I love the cat statues. Or targets, I call them. I love the cats, folks. No, they love it. Okay. Maybe this platform. I do feel like this might be a good use case for this mode, being on a flat area like this. It still does feel odd, though. Oh, hi, chat. Sorry, I'm still at the end of my loop, where I've kind of run out of things to say a little bit, and there's nothing new spawning into my brain just yet. We've already touched all my most known topics, which is like politics, music, and jacking off. I got nothing left. The knee feels a lot better. It's like the tattoo's in the itchy phase now. And the itchy phase, I think, is much more annoying than painful. but it's nice that it's not painful anymore. And it's the swelling has definitely gone down. Getting it colored in like a week and a half. That's gonna be fucking horrible. That is going to be absolutely horrible. I'm tempted, but I also like my friend always says she's down if I stream a tattoo. She's always down for me to stream a tattoo. But when I get tattooed, we talk a lot, and I feel like we wouldn't be able to have the same conversation if I was streaming. Because a lot of it is just shooting the shit about like family stuff or just like things you don't really talk about on stream. A lot of the last one was just me talking shit about streaming. Itchy tattoo is such a terrible feeling. I should lotion up. It's everyone's second favorite part of the stream, where streamer lotions up. Here, let me, for anyone who hasn't seen it. Also, who am I to deny a good lotion session? I've got my nice fragrance-free lotion. I'll go up on here to do it. Lotion time. I'll do a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. I could be getting paid for this. It's still kind of bruisey up here. But other than that, it feels good. For free. Yeah. Stream the last hour or something. I could stream it just with no audio too. Like for part of it, if I wanted to just be able to talk freely. I mostly would want to make sure my friend doesn't feel like, I don't want her to feel like she's got to perform, Not that she would, but she might. No, I don't really have meaning on any of my tattoos. I've been lucky enough that my friend Yelena, who did this tattoo, has done almost all of my tattoos. Starting from around like 2006, 2007. And just by luck. So like she used to tattoo me in New York when I lived there. And she moved away, I think, to like Portland or something like that. But in like 2009, maybe 2010. And we lost touch. And that's kind of that. And then when I moved here, my buddy was like, "Oh, you know Yelena tattoos in Richmond, right?" And I was like, "What the fuck? What the hell? Oh my God, I'm not washed. I'm sorry. Oh, you do have a taco in a bowl, which is nice. Hello, Mr. Cat. Hi. I'm smelling the lotion on my hand. Hey, buddy. What's up, Mr. Taco? That big old foot. Big old foot. You got a long ass toenail there, Taco. One long toenail. I gotta clip that thing. No. So what if I... It's kind of easier for doing this kind of cleaning. Zooms. Happy 77 months. Thank you.
G'day, mate. How's it hanging?
Oh, good day.
Hello, Possum.
And
How
are you?
So,
Marshall
maybe.
Dawn.
G'day.
Thank you. Happy 6 months. Thanks, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's great, Mike. I like that. Hey, Balsam. Hey, Toyga. Is there? Nice. All right. I guess I do the underside of this next. The building's gunch. Oh, boy. Yeah, every inch of it is all gunked up. We're almost there. So I need to, my brain is still just like cooked. I have a very cooked brain right now. Too much talking too early in the day and I'm out. There's nothing left. That is true. People do be nasty. The thing I could do today, but it's not really the most exciting content. I do still have to put together my bench in the shed. And I got to get back to doing my shed workouts. Like, I'm still seeing my trainer, but I should be working out at least like 2 days a week at home on my own. And I feel like COVID derailed my ass. And then knee tattoo kind of derailed me. But it's not, it's like I could actually get that shed built now, I think. Or not shed, bench. I don't even think it's a hard build job. I think I just have to attach a few pieces and tighten a few bolts. Hasn't killed me over the shed yet. No, he hasn't even really asked. He's very much in preparation mode right now because he's got a competition coming up in Argentina. I have not. I need to, so I haven't really cooked in genuinely a couple months because of the fly issue I had going on. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, it's gotten a bit better, but it still sucks. But I think I could start cooking again. Is this whole thing? It is all one thing. Okay. Get that back of his Bigfoot. I also still have some magic cards to open, but they're not the most exciting packs to open. Because they're non-collector packs. Ugh. I have a few Final Fantasy packs I want to open. I gotta get back to indexing and organizing my Magic cards. I don't think that would make for a great... If I had enough to talk about, I could certainly stream that, but I don't want to just sit here silently organizing Magic cards. I'll save that for like a rainy day when I don't know what to stream. I do think when I'm done with this cleaning job, I might hit the doles. Do a little bit of the doles. No, no fruit flies. So there are definitely, there's like apps and stuff that do that, I think. Or at least there's like ways to scan your collection and it'll tell you just what everything is worth. I have my whole collection digitized and I could sort by value and see what's worth what. I need to find someone who wants to buy my Magic cards for cash in person. And like you could sell to the shops, but I think for cash they typically give you like 40 or 50% of the value. Or you can get like 60% of the value in store credit. My most expensive card is I think it's the Rainbow Foil Minkskin Boo, which is like a $650 card. And I got that as a bonus card when I bought a Secret Lair, which is crazy. It's a random bonus. My target platform's still so dirty. What happened? Is that a dirty spot or is it just like a shadow? That's a shadow. Now, is this the same as the underside? No. It's not the same as the front either. So it's still just dirty up here? Nothing. Oh, there's a little bit glowing. Oh, there's like a lip in there. I was gonna say, will this thing push me? The answer is yes. There's a couple spots still on this. But I'm not really seeing much. At least not enough to justify how dirty it still is. Is it from the front angle?
I've never been here before.
Hey, Celestial Orbos. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I think I see where it is. It's out here. There we go. Okay. %. This is a long fucking clean job. This is a real long one. Also, I saw someone ask earlier about Ball Pit, and I just kind of forgot until now. I am in New Game Plus of Ball Pit, and I'm just kind of slowly working my way through it. I might actually do that before the dulls. Just do a run or two. That's what I've been doing with Ball Pit. I'll play like 1 or 2 runs of it a day. Well, this is all inner ceiling frame. Whole damn thing. God, that's so satisfying. So satisfying. It really does. Speaking of, I've got, I don't know, this, it's like not even funny, but for some reason in my head for maybe weeks now, because I haven't really given it much thought until the other day. I was like, what's wrong with you? This is the stupidest. Why is your brain producing this? Blink 182 is all the small things, but it's all the small things. Chanda Lurbing, like Chandler Bing. I didn't even watch Friends. I don't know why that's been stuck in my head. I don't think I heard it anywhere because it's really dumb. But it's just that has been stuck in my head for weeks. Really do. That's probably a tumor or something. That is true. Although, man, like I remember when that happened, I had so many people who were like, Justin, please be careful in your hot tub. I know you go in your hot tub a lot. And I was like, yeah, and I take naps in that shit too. I'm fine. But like when they showed the hot tub he died in, it's like, bro, that was a swimming pool. That was the size of like 25 of my hot tubs. That's the worst part about getting this knee tattoo is it is peak hot tub season right now. It was like 38 degrees last night. That's heaven for being in a hot tub. But now I can't go in the hot tub for close to a month. Random itchy chest. There we go. Because they're dangerous. My hot tub is really small. It's like the smallest, most basic hot tub I could get. But the water only go like it doesn't even. I have to really slouch to get the water even up to my shoulders. I would have to really try to die in that thing. Yeah, it's something, I guess. I don't think it's not nothing. Yeah, I know. I mean, I do just not that I get a ton of tattoos, but I do feel like I get tattooed fairly regularly. But I should be getting all my tattoos in the summer so that it could be hot tub fall and winter. It really is a good feeling. And like I recognize that I might just be like a little nuts, but dude, I love going in the hot tub when it's like 30 degrees outside, like genuinely freezing. There's something that feels kind of nice for at least a minute or two about being completely nude in freezing weather. Like I just kind of enjoy it for a few minutes. Like when I get out of the hot tub and I'm fucking like shivering, it's so cold. Just kind of existing in that for a minute or two is nice. I missed one of the targets. I didn't even see that thing. Hell yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone there. I thought everyone's going to be like, you freak, you weird freak. Getting a privacy fence was like the best thing I did to my house. It feels so nice to be naked in my yard without really being all that self-conscious about it. There we go. Mike Johnston. No, I think it feels pretty chill. Feels nice. Whoa. I didn't like how it snapped my camera there. Made me feel ill. Oh fuck! I wish I had a little sauna. I wish I'm sure I could maybe figure it out. Like the old shed is still so fucked up that I would have to put a good amount of work into it just to get it to like stop leaking. And I don't know if it's structurally sound now after leaking for a year plus. Oh, that thing's so happy. I would love to fucking have a little sauna room. It'd be so nice. That'd be so fucking nice. Oh, naked cigarette, fuck. I hate how much I've wanted a cigarette lately, and I blame the game RV There Yet. I've held steady. It's a good thing that you can't buy Lucy's in like a 7-Eleven, or else I'd have definitely bought a single cigarette by now. I refuse to buy a pack though, just because I want a cigarette. I shan't go down that road. I miss being a child and buying Lucy's at the gas station for 25 cents. I'll still never forget when I turned 18 going to the gas station to buy cigarettes. And I was like, dude, it's my 18th birthday. And I could see the guy doing the math in his head and being like, I've been selling you cigarettes since you were 13, huh? Yeah, I think he was a little upset. Yeah, imagine if they sold 5 packs. Fuck me, man. I would be. It's again, it's probably a good thing because man, I would definitely be buying a 5 pack. I had a stale ass pack in my glove compartment for a long time, and that was because every time one of my friends visits, we usually get a few drinks, and she's like, "We should buy a pack of cigarettes," and I'm like, "That's a terrible idea." And she'll be like, "Well, split one with me." And then we will each have one cigarette, and she'll go, "You could just keep these." And I'm like, "I don't fucking need these." That hasn't happened in a while, though. That's true. That's true. Hello, Dave. God, they should just make Shower Simulator. I'll play that. What's the correct order to shower in, and why is it hair first, then body? I already know why. It's because all the water runs down and you're doing a better, more efficient job. It's gotta be top down. It's just the way to do it. I low-key wish this game would punish you for not going top down. Like, the floor should be getting dirty now with all this mucky-ass water, you know? I wish the mucky water was fucking me up. Hair last. But then you're rinsing off all the hair oils onto your now cleaned body. Once you get a real good lean going, I guess. One for hair and one and second for the body after the hair dries. That's fair. I've never had to do that, but I could understand having to do that. It's so nice having my hair cut again because it makes shampooing my head just take no time. I do a single pump on the shampoo, one pump of shampoo, And I got that shit in there and out of there in no time. I could dry it off with a towel in like 10 seconds. It's so nice. I wish I had a nice shower. That's like one of the things where I'm like, man, I wish I didn't live here. Like, there's no world where I could have a nicer bathroom in this house. There's just no room for it. It would have to be some extreme demolition to make the bathroom bigger. And like, I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, man, you're in there every day, like multiple times sometimes. It should be a comforting experience. My therapist did tell me, and she's on to something, so I didn't consider this. She was like, you know how in a hotel they have the curved shower curtain? And I was like, huh. Yeah, like I like forgot that was a thing. She was like, you should get a curved shower curtain. It'll give you some more room. And I was like, holy shit. It's fucking brilliant. It's the smartest thing I've ever heard. No, I got the straight rod. No matter where I am in my shower, my body's either touching plastic or tile. There's no avoiding it. It's really annoying. Yeah, I gotta get one of them. Yeah, fuck me. I gotta get one of those. I'm gonna go curved rod mode. Justin and his curved rod. I'm entering my curved rod era. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of them for sure. I think I'm due for a new shower curtain too. At least the plastic liner. It's not like grimy, but like it can't be good. I've had it for a minute now. I think that's one of those things you probably replace like annually. And it's been probably like 2 annuals now at this point. What happens when I hit this target? What do? You just be spinning away. Okay. I like the little warbly noise it made. That was nice. That thing warbles real nice. Curved rod cast. We're at 88%, the dreaded number. I gotta get 1 more % out of this. I love this fucking mer bear. There we go. Oh no. That sucks, Plinkinator. Yeah, I do want to try to hit all the targets. So let me get this little bench cleaned. I don't think anything special happens. But it was nice to try. Yeah, I still got to go back on contractor quest and find a contractor. I was saying earlier, there's just so much shit I got to get done to this house. It's like leaks kind of roofing? Roof's kind of leaking again. Got to get some walls taken down. Need the attic re-insulated. Leaking and roofing.
I almost made my stream title today, Stefan voice, washing and talking. Ah, thank you. I love this shirt. I got an email from I can't remember the name of the company that prints a lot of merch. I think it might have been All In Merch, and it was like, we now carry we have Trapped Under Ice and Incendiary designs in camo, and I was like, say less. Say less. Got a nail shirt too in camo. This is the quickest I've ordered some shirts in my life. For a while, honestly. Like I feel like more than anything, it's a good vessel for just like talking. It's a good talking and relaxing type game. Like I don't think I'd be playing a game like this off stream, but I still might, honestly. It is nice. It's relaxing. Okay. Get that top shelf. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a good banter vehicle for sure. I'm excited to get my windshield fixed on Monday. I really hope they don't tell me that I just gotta drop it off and like pick it up the next day. But I am going in pretty late. I think my appointment's at like 4 or 3. But it's right next to a good Korean restaurant. So I figured I would drop my car off and just go get dinner and then go pick it up. But I feel like that late in the day, they're going to be like, yeah, come get it tomorrow morning. Yeah, they have to calibrate the windshield and shit. It said to allow like 3 hours for calibration. And then I also have to make sure there's gas in it because they have to drive it for like 10 miles to calibrate. Yeah, that shit's going to get left overnight. I don't know if Taffy's still here. I'm going to have to beg his ass to come pick me up. Fair. All right, we're almost there. I think it's just this wall now. And the plushies that reside on it. Right? Oh fuck. Let me get these first. It's been telling me to hold 3 for so long. There we go. I finally got that tooltip to go away. That's all of them, right? Yup. Okay, cool. Over to here. Yeah, no, I don't really like using that mode very much. But Sips is a cheater, and he does like this bullshit, which is why even play the game? And he's a pervert. Little known fact about Sips. I might play this with him on Monday, or Tuesday rather. I don't think I'm on Monday. It works. I like the C button for certain areas, but very, very sparingly. That is. I like the idea of the stealing valor pervert. Like everyone finds out I never jack off ever, which is honestly kind of true right now. Now you know something new about me today. This guy doesn't even fucking. This guy doesn't jerk or fuck. The fuck? How the hell am I watching this guy? Ah, there it is. I'm like, why is the shelf still dirty? Still dirty. Aha. There we go. I think the marker, it's at least default on, where it tells you like the last few things you have to clean. Oh, I see. Nom nom. Happy 51 months. Thank you. Yeah, found out I wasn't a jerker and just had to unsub. Couldn't take it. God, imagine just running out. Oh, that'd be terrible. I hear Boba stirring behind me in his little bed. The stirring Boba.
Yeah, brother.
Hey. Sapphire Beetle Brox. Thank you. Happy 91 months. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, she's really just awesome. Put them in a washing machine, something. I like the idea of power washing all the plushies, and then they just sit here wet. You get like moldy and disgusting all over again. This, I mean, it feels like this is the last part, but I'm sure I missed like a fucking railing or something somewhere. Because our list it gives you like a list of when you have 3 things left, it'll show you the last 3 things in a little checkbox. We don't have the 3 things yet. And that's concerning. Fuck, we still don't have a 3 things. The jet laser. That's a laser? Oh my god, that's a laser. Okay. Oh, this post. Oh my god. I left that whole back wall. Oh my lord. I didn't even notice. Like I kind of like the I kind of like this mode for this. Oh my god, there's trees up here even. Oh, the whole thing is considered forest. Okay. I was like, how is that not clean? I have not seen the Chair Company yet, and I need to. I keep forgetting that it's like out and I could watch it. I really got to see it. It's got to be on someone's Plex server by now. I'm going to have to take a look tonight. But I feel like I haven't had any downtime to watch anything lately. And a lot of it is just self-inflicted. Where like I've been busy with some house stuff, but I pretty much stream, cook dinner, and then play Deadlock and then go to sleep. I've been just like rinse repeating that. That's been just my routine. Yeah, I have a good time with Deadlock. It's very funny because like I'll say that. I'll be like, oh yeah, I have a great time with Deadlock. But if you were to listen to our voice calls when we play Deadlock, it's just a symphony of like, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking do it. And like everyone seems miserable, but we have a nice time. It's nice to have an off-stream game with friends. I feel like I don't often get to just like shoot the shit. That's nice. Now, if anything, we go like too verbal, I think. Like, it really just feels like being in a call, talking to people with a background of a game. That's nice. All right. What else? Got another post over there. This post not clean? It's not. Okay. Oh, fuck, the final 3. Oh my god. I haven't been outside in a long time. I've been inside this hut for like 2 damn hours. Such a nice sound. Dinging off. Good. Yes. Yes. Now a 2-hour time lapse. Oh my goodness. I wish you could choose the speed on the time lapse. I'm gonna hit continue, but I think we're gonna swap gears for a little bit. Oh my god. I must swap my gears. I'm the gear swapper.